Yo guys, what's up? It's Bronze League Heroes, and I see that Slayer Sniper is playing right now. I want to jump in on that game. I actually had a Slayer Sniper Bronze League Heroes cast before, and he sent me this email. Hello Grubby, it was me and bros are eating well tonight. I'm a big fan of yours. The last time I played this game was actually in 2002. I won the local tournament in Vladikavkaz, almost. I'm 36 years old now, and I installed the game after watching the Wonder Brown channel for half a year. And then I subbed to you and you gave me a lot of positive emotions with your challenges to play with your solo hero. My fingers are like sausages, and of course, it's hard for me to control. Not enough mental acuity. But most importantly, of all the maps, I only know Lost Temple, and they even changed this map. Thank you so much for honoring my game with your attention. In a year, I'm gonna be top 1 and beat you, smiley face with no eyes. But for now, I'll let you beat all the best players, including Happy, smiley face with no eyes, double chin. Thank you. All right, cool. Let's jump in and see how Sausage Fingers with low mental acuity, I'm sure he's smarter than he's letting on, he's just being humble, how that performs in the game. Let's jump into it. It's Slayer Sniper, the person of the double chin, against Nunu. Death by Nunu. All right, let's see how this goes. Take away the ping, we won't be needing that. Here in the top right, as the random undead player, we've got Nunu, who has 3 acolytes, a ghoul, and is queuing up 3 acolytes. And in his mind, acolytes that mine gold should not be distracted making buildings, even if it only takes but a second of your day. Reminds me of those salesmen that call you on the phone. Hi, do you have a second? I'm like, who's this? They're like, well, allow me to explain, sir. So I am from XYZ Media. And I'm like, no, I don't have time for this. That's this guy right here. He does not have time to waste a second because time is money. It's the 6th acolyte and no one else that will be making all the buildings. We're gonna have a nice loose wraparound formation. Double crypt immediately. Okay. If you do play by this philosophy of saying... That's not gonna work. If you do play by the philosophy of it's the 6th acolyte that makes buildings, I can see how the rather large money surplus you have that then would logically lead you to think that it is correct to go double crypt altar ziggurat. This is of course not how the pros do it, but what do they know? They're so deep up their own play, these pros, that they can't even think creatively anymore, unlike the Bronze League heroes. Alright, back to the other side of the map that has been blessedly spared from my close scrutiny. Slayer Sniper has managed to make an altar, an Ancient of War. He started archers, but he has forgotten to make a hero. Now it is possible he's actually just gonna go for a tavern hero, and then we'll be laughing and saying, oh, that's why he's not making a hero from the altar. He's gonna go for a tavern hero. Soon enough, he'll send a wisp there and he'll train his tavern hero forthwith. And that's probably what's happening. It does mean that his altar was too early, which means his Ancient of War is later and therefore he has fewer archers. It's not optimized, but I think it makes sense now. He is indeed sending a wisp there, and it is actually roughly at the right time. It's actually very well timed. So what hero is it going to be? I think Pit Lord. I think it's going to be Pit Lord. There we go. Slayer Sniper with the Pit Lord, Gogonash. Gogonash, let's say, is not a hero of... It's not a type of hero that you would accuse of having an overabundance of needing dexterity, finesse, agility, reaction speed. This is the tankiest hero in the game, so that's great. So Pit Lord here. And then he's going to make a 2nd Ancient of War and a 3rd Moonwell as well. I think this feels safe to people. He's very low on wisps, so this might just be loads of archers at tier 1. Power creep the Pit Lord to level 3, and then launch an attack. As for Nunu, he's gonna go for Dreadlord first with Vampiric Aura. AI does this a lot as well, starting with Vamp. It's currently also... That's really cool. Both of them are just going double barracks and just mass producing units. Let's see. I did a Pit Lord spotlight. Do I remember his starting stats enough to know which tome he picked up? I know he's 750 starting health, so it wasn't strength or manual of health. It must be agility or intelligence. I'm gonna say I think he found a tome of agility. I think his starting agi is probably 16. Right, so they're creeping. He finds a claws of attack. Phenomenal item. Especially if he's gonna go for cleaving attack second. Fourth Moonwell, lots of archers, very low on the wisps. I'm very happy to see that someone that does intend to go mass tier 1 archers does not make a lot of wisps. He only has 4 on wood, and honestly that's all you need for this. Okay, 5, because there's 1 in the Moonwell. The standard amount of wisp to make as a night elf is about 9. But you don't need that if you're not going to tier 2, if you won't be building Hunter's Hole, upgrades, Ancients of Lore. And I do think that when you're at the lower rank in an RTS, just training yourself to make loads of units, even in a kind of asymmetric RTS that also has RPG elements like Warcraft 3, just making a lot of units is a good idea. So Nunu decided to attack with his Dreadlord and an Acolyte. He does not have Sacrificial Skull of Blight, so he's gonna have to make a Necropolis if he wants to get any Blight here. Archers are gonna go past the ghouls. They're gonna slip by like ships in the night. The Pit Lord regrettably forgotten. So it's archers only. Necropolis is made. He kills the Necropolis. I don't think it was cancelled. Carrion Swarm. Archers are solo engaging. The Pit Lord is still not in the fight. The archers are dying to ghouls. Pit Lord finally returns, but he accidentally did not move his archers. He finally hides them, but not before losing about 4. Archers re-reveal themselves to get sea-swarmed and attacked once again. Howl of Terror is not in time. Archers are dying in large numbers. The Pit Lord is surrounded, but that's how he likes it. That means he can hit in any direction and find his mark. Heal! You could heal! He was in range of the Moonwells! The archers are once again under attack. My suggestion for Slayer Sniper is, next time, just go Huntresses. They are much more suitable for this kind of, let's say, attack move fighting. Archers are very unsuitable for no microplay. So he's gonna go for another Howl of Terror. But I think he's just right-clicking the Dreadlord with everything, yeah. He might actually get the Dreadlord. Is the Dread... It's so good, the Dreadlord had TP. Is that Howl of Terror level 2 or Cleave level 2? Yeah, it's Howl of Terror level 2, so he probably has Cleave level 2. The Pit Lord's actually going to be able to solo all these ghouls. Dude, they're mad! They're both mad. They're both apples from the same tree. But the ghouls are actually going to get the Pit Lord. And once the Necropolis finishes, there's going to be enough blight for the ghouls to start regenerating again. Oh, this is great. Dreadlord retrained. You can tell that he grouped his Acolyte and Dreadlord together, and he has formation, so the Dreadlord was actually really slow. Nunu's gonna win this one, but what a battle. They must both be reeling from the shock of such a close battle. They're actually in another match against each other. I'm half tempted to go watch them again. But it looks like that game only lasted 7 minutes because the new one for Nunu has already begun. Let's watch another match. Wow, what a game. What a game. Let's watch this one. Perseus against Spoiled Panda on Twisted Meadows. Slayer Sniper, why? I know. What's this, beginners? Yeah, it's Bronze League Heroes. Alright, next matchup. These guys are about 50 MMR higher than the previous guys. Perseus does believe in immediate building production. I have to say, I'm with him. Nunu's special 6 Acolytes build all the buildings tech was something I've never seen before, but I do understand why he's doing it. There is some kind of logic to it, even if it's wrong. I do have it Excalibur, but it's not able to activate, apparently. So here in the bottom right, we've got Spoiled Panda. It looks like we were able to see the O in the overlay, but I think it's an illegal character in my version of Warcraft regionality. That's why it looks like Spilled Panda. Which actually makes a lot of sense as well. Because when you see like a panda rolling down the mountain, it kind of looks like someone spilled something black and white and it's rolling down. Anyway, Spoiled Panda is going to go for an altar, Moonwell, Ancient of War. Moonwell is too late, which means his altar will be waiting a bit. I don't think it's by a large margin, it's just a couple of seconds. He's also built his Moonwell in the Ancient of War location and his Ancient of War in the Moonwell location. Which means he will not be able to... Well, I guess he could Moonwell creep this and then heal from very nearby. Kind of like how orcs used to make their voodoo lounge near the creeps so that you can go into the map. Should be a demon hunter. Nope, it's gonna be a warden. Wow, that's daring. I think warden is very hard to play. Warden, second moon. Okay, alright, so this is gonna be kind of like a full wall off kind of thing, that sort of thing. I guess the next moonwell will be like here, right next to it, or over here. And a Ancient of Wonders as well, okay. So can get Moonstone, Clarity Potion, Dust, though you don't need Dust against Undead Tier 1. Perseus, no Acolyte Scout. This actually streamlines ghoul production. I kind of like that as well. I do it sometimes, but I mean, scouting is too important, right? But it's much nicer because you don't block your 5th ghoul. Let's see, will he sell TP? No. Rod, yes. Brings 4 of his ghouls, and then he's gonna go and creep. Currently not making any ghouls, which means technically he could have skipped the second cigarette, go tier 2 first, and then make the Ziggu. It would make tier 2 a lot faster.
A player's forces are under attack.
Don't tell me he's gonna go for the rock golem. Okay, this is winnable, but there are better ways to creep this. If you do a pull on the camp, it's easier because then there's no rock throwing. I think it's gonna be okay. Alright, he's gonna summon skeletons now. Yeah, that's he's gonna lose a ghoul maybe, depending on if he micros it. Yeah, it's dead, right? Oh, wow, this guy knows about aggro toggling. It's where you attack your own building and base in order to immediately lose aggro. Very well done. Spoiled Panda crept the camp without Ancient of War, which means he lost a lot of health. Yep, there it goes. Like I said, this is a very ambitious creep plan without the proper AI manipulation. Nonetheless, he only lost a single ghoul. Got a pretty cool set of items. Probably the best possible items he could find. Gauntlets of Strength on a DK. That's bonus regen and health. And Mana Potion. Warden arbitrarily goes over to this green camp to creep it. Probably is going to feel like he wants to run all the way home again. And he's still tier 1. Loads of archers, triple moonwell. He decided to do the full wall off here. He's thinking about creeping this camp. This is possible, but he will lose half health on at least 3 archers, as he allows the Overseer to bang his archers instead of the Warden. I mean, bang that mace on their head. He's gonna go fan of knives. He's gonna use everything. 3 archers, red health, I said. Not quite as bad as I thought. It's red, green, and orange. Kind of the same thing, right? Warden goes home. He's gonna go heal. He will actually not have enough to heal his Warden full. If he lets his archers heal first, and then heals Warden with the rest, gets a clarity, that would be pretty efficient. Spoiled Panda is still tier 1. He's getting armor upgrade on archers first. So he's looking to tank with them. Because usually for archers you're gonna get attack upgrade before you get armor. Because they're so ranged. But he really has bad experiences with people hitting his archers, so they're gonna just be a little bit more survivable. It's pretty cool. Tank archer. You know what? I want to do that. I want to go 0-3 archers next game. See how tanky I can get them. Only armor upgrades on archers. I bet they're gonna be so tanky. And then protection scroll as well, and we try to farm devotion aura. So they go from 0 to 10 armor. Or 9.5 or something. There it is. 11% damage reduction. It's 12% effective health increase, but archers also have a natural damage resistance to piercing attack and to magic damage. I believe they take only 80% damage from magic. 80 or 70 or something, maybe it's 80. And then they take 65 from piercing, I believe. Another ghoul death. Perseus is going to add second crypt and his slaughterhouse. No second hero yet. And he has started fiend production. The acolyte is moving in position. Multiple acolytes. to start making a gold mine. I think this is a very strong play. The 6-minute expansion is very strong in bronze. Most people don't find it. That means you will get benefits from it. Adds a lot of margin for error. Spoiled Panda is going to lose his first unit this game, an archer. He has finally decided to take to tier 2, and he's getting Strength of the Wild upgrade. I think he's just randomly clicking. This is a Dryad upgrade. Ah, he sold Mantle. Of all the items he has, Quel'Thalas and Mantle are the best. He thinks melee agility hero should get agility, armor, and damage. And it's not wrong, those are good, but Mantle is actually better than Claws on Warden. She's more of a spellcaster. It's still good though, the Claws. Don't get me wrong. But it can be hard as Warden to stand there and do a lot of hits, because she's relatively fragile. Look, she's level 3 and she only has 675 health. She can tank quite a bit with the armor that she has. But ultimately, you get hit for a while, boom, you're still half life. You're not going to stand there and hit in a real fight. Perseus is going to go for a Lich second. He's got 5 Acolytes ready to start mining. And no Ghoul upgrades yet, no Fiend upgrades. Slipper's pretty poor item for DK, but he can give it to the Lich. And also an expansion. Good. Alright, so both of them really have their fundamentals down quite a bit. Best item Warden can find is the Pendant of Energy. He's also making Huntresses, and what I find really interesting is that he's not using them to creep or tank. I think maybe in his experience, either 1, he doesn't want to reveal to the enemy that he has them. It's a trap. Or 2, in his experience, creeps kill Huntresses too much. Because piercing damage do so much to unarmored. Or he forgot them. I think those are the 3 options. He forgot them, he wanted to hide them from an opponent, or he loses too many on creeps, so he just doesn't. But now he's finally bringing them, so I think that invalidates argument number 1 and 2, the most generous interpretations. And I think actually he just forgot them. Though the losing them part is definitely a thing. He nearly did. DK Lich is good. I mean, everybody loses creeps. Units to creeps now and then, no?
Grubby. Grub Logan.
Fiends are pretty tanky, and he did have coil available. Yo, thanks Kappa Caparino. Appreciate you, dude. Thanks for the 90 months. Every time I look at Undead, he loses a unit. Yeah, it makes you wonder how many times he lost a unit when I didn't look. You ever seen that episode of Goosebumps? Which was a book series and also not a cartoon, live action thriller for kids. You know the one with the camera where every time you snap a picture, the person would disappear on the picture. They wouldn't show up and then they would die or disappear soon after. Yeah, that's me with Perseus. I guess the new version of it is Death Note. Write the name and then henceforth say cheese and die. Is that what it's called? Yeah. I think I had the Dutch version, which was called Kippenvel, which means chicken skin, which is like same as Goosebumps, right? Alright, double Ancient of Lore. How are the upgrades coming along? So he's got 1 armor upgrade for Huntresses and Archers, and I know he has an attack upgrade for Dryads. And he's got Abolish, but no lore units. In true Bronze League fashion, upgrade every single upgrade for your future units before making the future units. Now this Warden is an absolute monster against physical damage. That's crazy. 9 extra armor. He's got 16 armor. He has double effective health right now. So instead of 750, he's got 1500 health against attacks. Not against Coil Nova though. That bypasses that channel entirely. And now he's gonna have to make some tough choices. If this is a clause of attack, do you think he's gonna drop and destroy the Ring of Protection +4? It's a clause. It's a clause! That's more damage than a ring. He's just gonna leave the clause? Good, good. I think that's a good choice. I hope he's not going home, healing, selling the smaller ring, and then walking all the way back to get the claws, then going home and selling that, and then buying a heal scroll. But I think he's uncomfortable with hurt wardens, so he is actually going all the way home. just to heal and maybe sell an item. There it is. Healing is a good habit, like there's nothing wrong with that, but this is why you normally go Druids of the Claw, so that you can stay on the map and heal. Alright, he healed up. First bear is coming out. Abolish magic. Claw training, then bear. No dryads. That's how I like to see it. So Warden cannot creep levels anymore. It's capped at level 5. Ooh, wait. Does he know? Does he know that... Wait, the Death Knight. He's creeping this with Lich solo. Alright, Gargs, Fiends. He's gonna go for the island. Sick. Abominations, Gargs. He's saving up his units too. Double attack upgrade for Fiends and Gargs. Triple Spirit Tower. I like what I see here. Alright, Dryads. Now we can see their upgrades. 1 attack. Okay. So Warden thinks maybe it'd be nice to move across the map. I've got my Hunter's Archer army. And he's gonna catch Undead at a very awkward time. I think Undead's gonna lose at least 2 units here, realistically. This Golem does not mess around. And meanwhile, Warden, San's army, is gonna go into the expansion and start wreaking havoc with Fan of Knives level 3. Lich gets the stone token. He has actually not lost any units. He's easily creeping this. But all of his wardens, all of his acolytes are dead. He accidentally shows he has a Dryad. Because for all Undead knows, who never scouted Elf, Warden doesn't have any units, just 50 Moonwells. But he showed a Dryad. Big mistake. Now Perseus can start countering Dryad tech. Because he was meant to hide his whole army, see? So we've got 2,000 gold, not a lot of lumber. We're gonna get an Ancient of Wind, which I think most people still think is a prerequisite for Chimera Roost, and nobody's telling them that it is not. And because they never checked for the Chimera being available, they just play on old memory, right? They play on ancient history. They never learn that you don't need the wind for the Chimera anymore, because I think that's what he wants. Fight breaks out. He does not have Master Claw training on Bear, so this Bear can only Rejuve and Roar, and he's not doing either right now. The archers don't have ranged upgrade, even though he's got like 7, which is super worth it. So they have 500 instead of 700 range. That explains why they need the armor upgrade, because they're gonna be really melee. No, there's no acolytes, you don't need to do this. You see how he's nearly invincible to Spirit Towers? So expansion on the island, I think is going to be really tough to deal with for Spoiled Panda. Let's see. If my theory is correct, Spoiled Panda will make like 2 Moonwells, then some Wisps, then 2 Chimera Roost. And he will not use Ancient of Wind at all. Ah, there it is. Master Claw training, Druid of the Claw, and a Mountain Giant. Oh, here's the fight. There's the armor upgrade for the Archer. Look how little damage it's taking from those Fiends. So sick. Unfortunately, Warden is the weak link. He's gonna have to town portal out. But if it was up to those archers, he would still be fighting. Nice Acolyte snipe. Well, the reason he only had 2 queued is because he was supply blocked. So he could only fit units behind the one that has an upgrade pending. So still very, very low on Wisps. He has only 6 Wisps. 6 Wisps on 2 bases is woefully inadequate. There's the Rejuve on a Dryad, not the Warden. He's also stuck himself. He's trying to find a way out. He's just gonna blink. He's just gonna blink over his units. Gargs coming in, they're gonna make a bad situation worse. But funnily enough, I feel like this is a blessing in disguise. When you find a tree in your garden and you're trimming it a bit, or you're trimming the bush a bit, right? The bush and the tree actually responds to the trauma of the lost limbs by quickly sprouting many new branches. And you see a very scraggly look soon after. All gardeners know this. Losing these wisps should be an impetus for Spoiled Panda to quickly start mass remaking wisps in order to repair the lost trauma. So I think all in all this could be a good thing. Instead of having 6 wisps, soon he will have 12. However, it seems that this particular tree is not aware of the trauma. This tree is sleeping. And therefore, he's gonna lose the wisps and do nothing. He's gonna blink in without town portal, invul, or anything like that. And he's gonna spend several seconds in the spirit towers. Meanwhile, gargoyles are killing things. So now there's coil level 3. Now this is dodgeable. He can just run away. Don't go through the lich. Just keep blinking away. It's on the 3-second cooldown, I think. Or 10. Maybe 10. Yeah, 10 seconds. And it's less than 10. Maybe it's 7? I don't know. 10, 7, 3? I'm not sure exactly. Alright. He ran there, killed 1 acolyte, and ran all the way back. The only problem is the opponent is mining with 15 acolytes against 10 wisps. And we still don't have wood. That's the only thing he did in the last minute. I was wrong right away. He is making hippogriffs instead of gargoyles. He attacked the wrong garg, so it died. Next hippo. Send in the next hippo! Surely this time he will click the 2 red ones. Look, here we go. It's going. He's attacking the wrong one again! The fun part is Gargs can't even heal, so it's not like he has misjudged. Oh, the Dryads know what to do.
Player's forces are under attack.
Meanwhile, Spoiled Panda is defending his base with his army like I used to defend my base in StarCraft 2 with my Blinkstalkers, trying to stop Widowmine drops. Just having like units everywhere and being like, surely now human can't find a window. Bam! Double medevac goes in, kills all my probes. I'm like, well, how did they get past? I've got units everywhere. Alright, a fight has broken out. It was the best of times for Perseus to attack. He's got a 3,000 gold bank. Coil Nova on the Warden. She's silenced. One more fan and blink out should do it. He's gonna blink and fan into the Death Knight. He could have tried to blink over the wall into the Lich. That's a dead Warden. He's got 4,300 gold, so he could technically rebuy that Warden at least 7 times. Which means it's totally fine, the situation. The only question is, will he have enough wood to do so? Not if he keeps making hippogriffs against literally no air units. He does not have the lumber right now to remake Warden from the tavern. Didn't use his Dryads either. This is such an interesting game for all the wrong reasons. Will he make wisps? Yes?
Player's forces are
no.
under attack.
Meanwhile, Perseus is living large. Coil on the Huntress. Okay. Not the Mountain Giant. That was really... Why is the Wisp chasing? I think this is just... It's just chaos, right? It's total chaos. They both cannot keep track of their units. It's just completely hectic. 5,000 gold. Saving for a rainy day. 3-2 upgrades. So Undead did keep upgrading, and the main reason is because he has lumber. It shows the power of strong wood. Now he's supply boxed, so he can't make Wisp. Still not remaking Warden. I guess it's hard for him to leave, even though it feels so over because of his economy. It's hard to leave because he's got 4,000 gold. He probably felt this game went just way too fast. He's like, if I just had a little bit more time to kill another Acolyte now and then, I could have won, but they always rush so early. That's the problem with online games these days. Everyone is rushing just way too fast before I'm ready. Back in the day, people would take their time, build up their base. What would you suggest to strengthen my wood? I would say you could either build wisps or put a repeat playlist of my videos on the background for atmosphere, Cinnabon. Grubby talks, Grubby plays, follow Grubby. Everything works. It's proven to work. So Warden is being remade now. It will take a little bit of time. I believe the maximum time that a hero revive takes is either... there is a maximum time. Like, I think the difference of revive between level 6 and 10 is 0 seconds. It must be like either 100, 120, 150, something like that. But it always feels way longer than that. Yes! Anime dead. So now the fact that the archer was not upgraded with bonus range is actually very beneficial for our Night Elf player, because this animated deaded archer doesn't have a lot of range. So that was very forward thinking of him. When Warden comes back, theoretically he could kill Death Knight, but Perseus could rebuy his DK from the tavern about 15 times. He's got 7,000 gold. I've never seen this much gold in a single player game, like 1v1. Normally only in FFA. He's detonating. No, you need those wisps. You've got 36 wood. You need the wisps. Oh, he's level 6. Blink here, drink from the Moonwells, summon Avatar, leave the game. I think that's the best play right now. He's waiting for enough mana. Drink, drink. Drink. Blink, drink. There it is. Avatar. Undead is taking another base. Undead sure looks OP when they have 10,000 gold. And you're only controlling the Warden for the most game. Does he hold him off? No, please don't hold him off. Just close your eyes and go to bed. That's it, that's gotta be it. Keep in mind we can't see chat. He's probably congratulating Undead on a well-played Coil Nova game. Demon Hunter, okay, cool. Yeah, you can mana burn the Lich. There it is. Nicely Coil Nova, sir. I had a lot of armor, but unfortunately I did not cover the magic defense route. Nice kill on the demon. Well synchronized spell spam. GG. Hope to see you next game. I accidentally didn't make any whist this game. I'll get you next time. Well played. Well played by Perseus. He was definitely on top of his macro game. His lumber and gold income looked great. He got a lot of upgrades. Then he attacked. Well played, Perseus. GG.